I personally collapsed from burnout, exhaustion, sleep deprivation, hit my head on my desk, broke my cheekbone. And that was the beginning of my recognizing that burnout wasn't just my personal problem, but truly a global epidemic.
Workplace burnout is on the rise. Recent studies suggest at least half of workers are either exhausted or stressed or both, and that the pandemic has made matters worse. After Huffington Post co-founder Arianna Huffington experienced the toll of burnout directly, she decided to do something about it. She's become an advocate for corporate well-being and even founded a company, Thrive Global, that works with organisations to help improve well-being and performance. Huffington says her mission is to challenge the belief that working better always means working harder. I spoke with her at her offices in New York.
It was based on this collective delusion that in order to succeed, in order to perform at our best, we have to be always on. And the science makes it very clear that the human operating system is very different than machines.
Thrive Global's platform provides a company's employees with behavioural content and everyday suggestions aimed at improving well-being and productivity. A daily check-in prompts users to reflect on a specific area of well-being and then gives them personalised recommendations based on their response.
COVID, in a way, evidence-based even more what you'd been saying, and we now have an epidemic of burnout post-COVID, but the World Health Organization declared burnout to be an epidemic before COVID.
Yes, in 2019, there are many, many more companies, many more people who acknowledge the science-based reality that what we say at Thrive is that it takes 6 daily behaviors that together affect our health and our productivity.
Now you call them micro steps. Could you just remind me and our audience these 6 daily behaviors?
The 6 daily behaviors are broken down into micro steps. And the 6 daily behaviors are sleep, food, movement, stress management, focus, and connection. You know, for a long time, we've had point solutions. I'm wearing my Oura ring to track my sleep. But the truth is that if I'm sleep deprived, it's going to have an impact on what I'm eating, on how much I'm moving, on how I manage my stress. And we wanted to bring everything together, but also break it down into tiny incremental daily steps that we call micro steps, as opposed to big New Year resolutions that we break after 2 weeks.
Employers get anonymised data to understand where employees are doing well and where there's room for improvement or change. All this is underpinned by AI.
AI is going to revolutionize how we can affect human behavior. As you know, behavior change is notoriously hard. And we are much more successful when the micro steps and the nudges can be really personalized. Well, AI helps us personalize the micro steps.
The nudge theory, behavioral change theory that's been around for a while, are you saying that the machine learnt approach to an individual worker based on their habits, their keystrokes,
their biometrics, you know, we link to whatever wearable they're using, and we find that employees are very willing to share information if it's only given to their employer in an aggregated, anonymized way, and also if they get value in return. The thing I'm most excited about with AI is how does it help us become better humans?
When it comes to working smarter, is the one single thing then compassion for others and self-compassion, or is it 6 micro steps? Because it's about productivity, isn't it?
Well, the 6 behaviors all lead to productivity, but they also lead to greater health. And we see chronic diseases going up every year. You know, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. We cannot address them just with drugs or surgery. So we need to address behavior as truly a miracle drug.
do you think it's possible that the AI wave is in fact going to liberate people and keep them employed?
Well, I'm optimistic about AI. I'm very aware of all the problems with AI, and that's why we need to keep stressing it's a tool, and how we use it, whether we use it for good or evil, is entirely up to us.